In the year 2800, two astronauts from Earth, Adam and Jake, travel through space aboard their ship, bound for a distant planet called Antaris. The planet is rumored to harbor a thriving human settlement, making it humanity's last hope. A devastating virus has rendered all women infertile back on Earth, pushing the species to the brink of extinction. Adam and Jake's mission is clear: reach Antares, find surviving women, and persuade them to return to Earth to help rebuild civilization. As they approach the planet, their ship is suddenly thrown into chaos by an intense and unfamiliar gravitational pull. Despite their efforts to stabilize it, the spacecraft crashes onto the planet's surface. Both men survive with minor injuries, though Jake is hurt more severely. Adam quickly pulls him from the smoking wreckage before it can suffocate them. An aerial view reveals Antares to be a desolate wasteland, vast, rocky, and devoid of vegetation. As Adam tends to Jake's wounds, he uses advanced medical technology, injecting him with a futuristic serum that accelerates healing. While they talk, the distant sound of a barking dog breaks the silence. Until now, they believed life on the planet was only a rumor, but this discovery sparks hope. Determined, Adam sets off to investigate. After wandering through the barren terrain, he encounters a primitive-looking boy clutching his dog, fear evident in his eyes. Adam approaches cautiously, but the boy panics, warning him that the snakeheads are near before fleeing. Moments later, the boy is captured by a group known as the Snakeheads, women dressed in primitive, militaristic attire. They swiftly subdue him and take him away, while the dog escapes. Elsewhere, Adam continues exploring when a powerful earthquake shakes the ground beneath him. Alarmed, he contacts Jake using his high-tech watch and asks him to perform a geoscan of the area. Pressing onward, Adam eventually discovers a massive temple hidden within the wasteland. Sneaking inside, he is stunned to find it filled with women. He soon learns the truth about Antares. It is a world ruled entirely by women, where men are enslaved and used only for labor or reproduction. Within the temple, the women are engaged in ritualistic chanting, worshipping a mysterious serpent lord. These women belong to a religious cult led by the formidable Taxon. Suddenly, the ground trembles as their serpent deity emerges, a colossal cobra rising from beneath the earth. Not long after, the ruler of Antares, Queen Sumuru, is revealed. Unlike the cult, she appears unimpressed by their devotion. Meanwhile, the young boy from earlier is dragged into the temple chamber as Adam watches in shock and horror. Taxon coldly reveal that the child is to be sacrificed to the Serpent Lord. At that moment, the boy's sister, Dove, one of Queen Sumuru's soldiers, steps forward and fiercely attacks the cult members in an attempt to save him. The conflict exposes a deep divide within the women of Antares, one faction loyal to Taxon's cult and another devoted to the queen. Despite being outnumbered, Dove fights relentlessly as the tension escalates. Suddenly, the Serpent Lord strikes, lunging forward and devouring one of the cult followers. Taxon orders her followers to capture Dove, but Queen Sumuru intervenes, declaring the act self-defense. The two leaders nearly come to blows, but the confrontation is interrupted when Adam's hidden communicator goes off, revealing his presence. Taxon immediately commands her soldiers to hunt him down, but Adam fires his advanced weapon, creating enough confusion to escape. Amid the chaos, the young boy also manages to break free. After regrouping, Adam and the boy make their way back to the crashed spaceship, hoping to flee the planet. Just as Adam reaches the entrance, he is struck in the leg by a poisoned arrow fired by one of Taxon's warriors. Despite the injury, Jake and the boy help him aboard. However, the toxin quickly begins to take effect, and Adam starts losing consciousness. Outside, Queen Sumuru arrives with her forces and orders Taxon's faction to stand down. The cult initially resists, arguing that killing men is within their rights, but Sumuru asserts her authority as ruler of Antares. Reluctantly, Taxon's followers withdraw. The queen then boards the spaceship and confronts the injured strangers. Realizing Adam is dying, she administers an antidote, saving his life. Soon after, Adam and Jake are taken to the queen's residence, where they are finally given a moment alone. Jake reveals troubling news. Based on the geoscans he conducted earlier, the planet is destabilizing. Frequent earthquakes are a sign that Antares is dying, and at most, it has only 2 months before total destruction. Later, Adam is summoned to Queen Sumuru's chamber for questioning. He introduces himself and explains that he comes from Earth. He further reveals that the people of Antares are likely descendants of a long-forgotten Earth mission, an expedition sent 1,000 years ago to terraform the planet. For the first century, they maintained regular communication with Earth, but then all contact abruptly ceased. Not long after, Earth was consumed by a devastating war, leaving the fate of the Antares colony unknown until now. As Adam explains Earth's history, Queen Sumuru is visibly shaken, yet she finds truth in his words. Ancient legends on Antares speak of a distant world called Earth. Their conversation soon shifts to the rise of the snake cult. The queen reveals that as relentless earthquakes plagued the planet, fear drove many of her people toward religion. In that chaos, Taxon rose to prominence. Born into a noble lineage, she believed the throne was her destiny. But when the people chose another ruler, she turned to building a powerful cult to seize control by force. As for the giant cobra they worship, it mysteriously appeared one day, further fueling the cult's influence. Adam urges the queen to act quickly, explaining that Antares is dying and evacuation is the only hope. But Sumuru dismisses his warning, unwilling to be guided by a man. Instead, she explains the origins of Antares' harsh societal structure. Long ago, men caused a catastrophic event, a blinding flash that killed countless people. Since then, women have ruled absolutely, and men have been reduced to subjugation. On this world, disobedient men can be executed without consequence. To prove her point, the queen takes Adam to a primitive mining site where men toil as slaves. Some are sacrificed in rituals, while a few are kept solely for reproduction. The sight horrifies Adam. When he tries to speak out, he is beaten and dragged away by guards. On the way back to the palace, the escort is ambushed by Taxon's followers. The cultists slaughter the queen's guards and capture Adam. Among the fallen is Dove, who dies from her wounds. Her younger brother arrives too late to save her, left devastated by the loss. Adam is taken to Taxon's chamber, where she attempts to sway him to her side. Calling herself the chosen of the serpent, she tries to seduce him, even kissing him in an effort to win his loyalty. But Adam refuses without hesitation, making it clear he won't be manipulated. Enraged, Taxon prepares to retaliate, but before she can harm him, Queen Sumuru bursts in with Jake and the boy, disguised as guards. A fight breaks out, but it ends quickly when the queen strikes Taxon down with a single blow. With Adam rescued, they make a swift escape, leaving the cult leader unconscious behind them. As they make their way out through the tunnels, Adam and Jake discuss the planet's worsening condition. Jake reveals grim news. Based on his latest calculations, Antares has far less time left than he initially thought. Instead of months, the planet may collapse in just a matter of days. Overhearing them, Queen Sumuru pulls out a mysterious locket containing a rare element. She explains that it was taken from a place known as the Burn Zone, the very site where a spaceship from Earth crash-landed 1,000 years ago. This revelation sparks hope in the astronauts. If they can reach the wreckage and restore the ship, they might be able to return to Earth. Seeing this as their only chance, the Queen agrees to guide them. Together, they set out toward the Burn Zone. Along the way, they evade Taxon's pursuing forces and even manage to free several enslaved men. When they finally emerge from the tunnels, Sumuru warns them that the Burn Zone still lies several kilometers away, hidden beyond a massive hill. Despite exhaustion and the constant threat of pursuit, Adam and Jake press on. During the journey, Adam tries to persuade the Queen to come with them to Earth, arguing that it's safer and offers a future. But Sumuru refuses. She insists that she does not rule her people, she serves them, and she cannot abandon them, even in the face of extinction. At that moment, a violent earthquake strikes, sending the group tumbling. Jake realizes this is a sign that the planet's destruction is imminent. Later, they stumble upon a skeleton. Upon examining it, Jake determines that the remains are about 900 years old, dating back to the early days of human arrival on Antares. Further analysis reveals that the man likely died from a massive solar blast in the area. This discovery changes everything. The Great Flash that Antares' history blamed on men was actually a natural cosmic event. The men were never responsible. The truth hits Queen Sumuru hard. For generations, her society has been built on a false belief that men were dangerous and deserved subjugation. In reality, it was all a tragic misunderstanding. Though shaken, she is urged by Adam and Jake to keep moving, as time is rapidly running out. Eventually, they reach the edge of the Burn Zone, where a domed structure stands, a remnant of the ancient Earth expedition. Inside, they split up to maximize their chances. Jake and the young boy head to the control room to attempt restarting the ship's systems, while Adam and the Queen move to another section to manually restore power and regain control. After a long and exhausting effort, the astronauts finally manage to restart the ancient ship's engine. Just as hope begins to rise, Taxon and her remaining followers storm into the dome. A fierce battle erupts. Armed with advanced technology, Adam fights back and manages to take down most of the attackers. Soon, only Taxon remains. Refusing to back down, she challenges Queen Sumuru to a one-on-one duel. The queen accepts. At first, the fight is evenly matched, but Sumuru's skill and discipline gradually give her the advantage. Realizing she's losing, Taxon resorts to desperation, pulling out a knife and lunging forward. The queen counters her attacks with precision, eventually overpowering her and hurling her into a generator, electrocuting her. Even then, Taxon refuses to die quietly. With one last burst of strength, she charges again, but this time, Adam intervenes, firing his weapon and ending her for good. Back in the control room, Jake successfully brings the ship fully online. It is finally ready for takeoff. With the truth revealed, that men were never responsible for the ancient catastrophe, and the planet on the brink of destruction, Queen Sumuru makes a life-changing decision. She chooses to leave Antaris behind and join Adam, Jake, and the others on their journey to Earth. The massive ship begins to rise. Below, the people of Antaris, men, soldiers, and even former cult followers, watch in awe. Seeing them left behind, Adam is struck with guilt and suggests they bring everyone aboard. The ship, after all, can hold up to 500 people. Jake hesitates, warning that the violent earthquakes could destroy the vessel before they escape, but Adam and the Queen are willing to risk it. Reluctantly, Jake lowers the ship back down. As it lands, the people approach in amazement, recognizing the structure they once called the burn zone. Queen Sumuru steps out and addresses them, urging everyone to board. She tells them their world is dying, but a new future awaits, one where there is no division based on gender, race, or belief. Inspired, the people rush into the ship. Just as Adam and Jake prepare to lift off again, a massive earthquake strikes. Suddenly, the giant serpent appears, attacking one of the ship's propellers. With time running out, Adam orders Jake to push the engines to full power. Flames burst from the thrusters, forcing the creature to retreat. At last, the ship ascends, breaking free from Antares as the doomed planet is left behind. In the final moments, a woman enters the control room carrying the boy's lost dog, rescued and hidden from Taxon during the chaos. Relief and joy fill the room as the group gathers around the puppy. As they share this quiet, hopeful moment, the ship continues its journey through space, heading toward a new beginning on Earth.
And that's the end of the story. I hope you liked it. Comment down below what movies do you like us to recap next. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.